Let me start the video by asking you a question. In 2033, where do you think you'll be? That is 8 years away, and I have no idea where I'd be in 8 years, but what I can tell you is that the Fairphone Gen 6 will still be getting updates. And if you've never heard of Fairphone before, what they stand for is making smartphones, but doing it the right way. Like, their ethos is that they make sure that everything is almost fair trade when it comes to creating a smartphone. So come with me when I've come to Amsterdam to have a look at the launch of the brand new Fairphone Gen 6.
It is no secret that your regular phone is not exactly nice to the environment, and if you break that phone, it's not exactly cheap to replace. But Fairphone are changing that, and it has been their mission for the past couple of years to make it fairer for the people who are making these phones and for us who buy the phone. And to do this, they make phones that you at home can fix yourself with a single screwdriver. And the best part about this is A, it's easy to do if you break anything, and B, it is cheap to repair. There are 12 removable, repairable components to this phone, from all of the cameras to the USB-C port, the cover, the display, and even the battery. Each of these range in price, so it's like €7.95 for that new SIM card tray if you were to lose it, and it goes up to just under €90 for an entire display. And if there's a bigger problem with the phone that you can't fix at home, then Fairphone give you 5 years of warranty with this phone, and I can't think of any other manufacturer that gives you something even close to that. But for the updates and the repairability, what do you actually get for that €599 price tag? Well, it's been 2 years since the last Fairphone, and it's had some nice updates. It's got a better design overall, even if it is still a bit chunky. You get a 6.3-inch LTPO OLED display with 120Hz, which is a really nice upgrade from the 90Hz on the previous generation. And the phone gets a phone chip this time round. It gets the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3, and that's a big upgrade over, let me read this one, the previous processor in this, which was the QCM6490. You also get 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, but my favorite part of this phone is it has expandable storage. I love expandable storage, and it's fairly easy to get to. You pop off the battery and you slide in a micro SD card, and you can upgrade the storage on this from 256 gigs to up to 2 terabytes, which honestly will just last forever. And then you might have just seen the other trick that the Fairphone has, and it's its battery. It's 4,415 mAh, which on its own should do a decent enough job, because if you're buying this phone, you're not going to be doing hardcore phone tasks, and Fairphone says you can get up to 2 days of battery life with this. But the magic here is that that battery is removable, so you can just pop it out, and if you were really planned ahead, what you could do is once that battery runs out, you could have another fully charged battery and just pop that in, and then you've got another 2 days of battery life. And it just takes you being better with some screws than I am, and this is it's kind of nice. It's nostalgic. It's like Nokia 3310 days. And you can get some nice modular accessories with the Fairphone Gen 6 as well. So you'll get things like a finger loop, there's a lanyard, there's a protective cover, and my favorite, you also get a wallet. Okay, cameras. Let's talk about them, because you get 3 of them. A 50 megapixel main, a 13 megapixel ultra wide, and a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Now for photos, I can't give you a full review of what this camera is actually like because I only had the phone for a few hours, but this works exactly how you would expect an almost €600 phone to work. Photos give you enough detail to get by, and there isn't anything that's going to stand out from the crowd. They are pretty mid-range cameras, but I don't think that's really a problem, because you're not buying the Fairphone for the best pure specs you can get. You buy it because you believe in what Fairphone are doing, and you want to support repairability and fairness in making a smartphone. A few of the things to know about this: it is IP55 rated, it has a side fingerprint reader, and there is one more cool bright green button on here that activates something called Fairphone Moments. The idea with the Fairphone Moments key is that it gives you a minimalist phone experience. So it gets rid of everything that could be distracting on your phone and restricts you just to 5 apps. And you can pick those apps so they can be anything that you like, but it kind of does just stop using your phone as, well, a phone. And I think that in certain situations is going to be really nice. When it comes to the Fairphone Gen 6, the idea of having a more sustainable phone that uses recycled materials, supports better working conditions for people that make these phones, and is 100% 100% e-waste neutral is a nice change to what else we see out there. The fact that you can repair almost all of the main components of this phone with a single screwdriver at home on your own is just an added bonus. Now, you'll get updates with the Fairphone Gen 6 all the way up until 2033, and that means you're going to get 6 major Android updates, but it wouldn't be fair to not call Fairphone out on what could only be described as a bit of a mess with their Android 14 rollout for older devices. People really weren't happy with the customer support from Fairphone and their silence on that Android 14 update, and Fairphone have promised that they will get better and they won't keep people in the dark for as long, but you just need to remember that this has happened in the past with Fairphone. They have said that they will fix it, but it's always something to be a little bit wary of. Right now, if you were to pick up the Fairphone Gen 6, it's a good spec mid-range phone that you're paying a slight premium for because you believe in the ethos of Fairphone. And if you live in the US and you really want to pick one of these up, you can do, because Fairphone said that in August, that's also going to release in the US, being sold by Marina, but it is going to be running the company's Google-free EOS platform. And this is not going to be cheap. It's going to cost $899. But let me know your thoughts on the Fairphone Gen 6. Is it something that you would pick up? Do you want to change your phone every year? Or do you just really like the durability of this phone? Because I think that is great, especially with those added accessories that you can add to the back of it. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Before you head off, subscribe to the Android Authority channel. And if you do that, then I'll see you in the next video.